What's up, YouTube family, YouTube familia? Today we will be reacting to a bunch of random Charlie Kirk videos on TikTok. Now, there's no specific order. I literally just typed in Charlie Kirk best moments, I believe, and I clicked search. So this is what we're rolling with, and we'll just watch it a little bit. I'll talk about it a little bit, maybe trigger some people. Who knows? Because some people hate Charlie Kirk, some people love him. I loved Charlie Kirk, and I miss him, even though I never met the man. It just saddens me that he passed away, man, that he got killed. It really does. It's so crazy though, because when I first started my YouTube channel, I made one video that had anything to do with Charlie Kirk. It was his DEI reaction. Well, his debate on DEI, and it was my reaction. But I made one video, and it was well before he got murdered, and then now he's dead. So he was definitely a very smart one. I don't care what you have to say about the man. Love him, hate him, agree with him, don't agree with him. He had so much intelligence. And I at this point, people say, "Oh, wipe his off your face when with this next part." But I really do believe if he would have still been here at some point in his life, he probably would have been the president of the United States. But anyways, let's watch some top 3 Charlie Kirk best moments while he was alive.
A fetus isn't murder.
What species is the fetus?
Human.
Then how is it not murder?
Because it hasn't been born yet.
Why does that make it human?
Because that's when it's not dependent on the mom and it can be its own thing.
If you have a pacemaker, you're dependent. If you have a ventilator, you're dependent. Babies are in NICU units, neonatal intensive care units, they're dependent. Dependency does not equal its degree of moral worth. And so I need to understand the moral consistency. Here is a baby at 31 weeks that can survive outside of the womb. It has its own brain waves, its own consciousness, its own heartbeat, its own ability to clean its bladder. How is that not a human being? It just happens to be in a mom.
Because it hasn't come out yet. It's still living in the mom. It's still part of the mom.
Right, but it's living. It has a heart. If it's not living, how does it have a heartbeat?
Because a fetus is like a parasite. It lives off the mom.
You think babies are parasites?
Parasite is crazy.
Fetuses.
Right, but a fetus literally is just a word for a human being. It's a stage of development.
Before it's born.
Right, but have you ever been to a fetus shower? Why do they call it a baby shower, not a fetus shower?
Well, yes, it's a baby,
A
but
fetus
it depends on what
shower.
the mother
Oh,
wants.
so it is a baby, not a fetus.
All right. I don't know what I did. So nothing really much to say about this one. I mean, if you want to keep it real, you are murdering a baby if you have an abortion. But just say that. Like if you're debating against him on why women should have a choice, my body, my choice, whatever, I don't understand why people on that side just beat around the bush and try to justify or argue that it's not murder. It is murder. Just say that's what you're okay with. That's all. That's all you have to do, and then you can keep chanting and arguing for your side. But it's a little delulu to pretend like you're not murdering something like a baby. You're not murdering a human being, and trying to argue that or trying to convince the world that it's not murder. That's the stupidest part about this whole thing, is when they try to convince you that it's not murder. Just say it's murder and that's what you're okay with, and that's it. And then the other side is obviously going to argue the counter of that. Like, what the fuck? We're not going to do that. It's murder. But anyways, but it should be like I'm okay with murder and I'm not okay with murder debate. It shouldn't be like, it's not murder, but no, like what the fuck? Stupid.
Do you have sex just to have a baby every single time then? Or are you doing it for pleasure?
I am married and we have 2 kids.
Yeah,
so we're pretty good
but
at
are
it.
you
So,
having? I'm assuming that you have had sex more than twice in your life,
again,
not just
I'm not
to
gonna
have the babies.
give you an inside look into my sex life.
I know I clicked away, but fuck it. That was an accident.
But
You're doing it for pleasure, not just to have kids.
Well, again, we actually always do it with God's trust that if we get kids, it's a blessing, okay? And we do it in the marital context. Again,
You also are in a position where you can afford to have children. You are in a position where you are not the lower class.
How about this? How about we have the maturity and the sophistication? Again, you keep on using words children and baby. Let me ask you a question. When someone is celebrating a pregnancy, do they call it a clump of cell shower or a baby shower?
That's also when it's already been past those weeks.
Oh, so
If you killed a baby,
Do you have sex just to have a baby?
I fucked up again. I hate using TikTok on my. I need to download the app on the computer. I'll do that next time. But again, for this one, I just realized it's also the same argument. They're going like is it abortion, like abortion versus non-abortion? Like now, I mean, if I'm just being real, I'm just gonna I have to sneeze. Oh shit, I went away. If I'm keeping it real, I unfortunately do not follow the, Charlie Kirk's advice on you should be having sex with your wife, like when you're married. I obviously am not married and I've had sex before, and I may or may not, what I'm saying, still be kind of having sex or whatever, but yeah, it's not good. I'm trying to. No, I can't even lie. It's one of those. Everyone has demons. Okay, everyone has demons that they fight, bro. They all do. We all do. Whether it's like drug addiction, addiction to like pornography, or addiction to just sex, or whatever, right? Like we all have our addictions, bro. And I will say this from the bottom of my heart and soul. Mine is like having sex with people that aren't my wife, because I don't have a wife. But yeah, like not having sex to keep it more simple, just not having sex because I'm not married yet. That's my biggest thing, because I do hook up here and there, and like I'll talk to someone, and then it gets a little, it moves into a direction where obviously we're about to get intimate, and I'm okay with that because I like it and it feels good, etc. But I do know in the back of my soul and heart that it's wrong and I shouldn't do it. But I bypass all that for instant gratification, and it's not a good thing. But we all have demons, and that's my biggest one. I haven't conquered that one yet, but oh well.
if you
Hi, Charlie. I'm Nala Ray. It's so nice to be here today. So I was one of OnlyFans' top models for the last 5 years, and I got saved, and I radically gave my life to the Lord and gave that life up.
praise the Lord.
Oh, that's good.
So I want to know, would you support a ban on porn in America, and what would you do to make that happen?
If it's, unfortunately, I don't think it's legal, but absolutely. I mean, first of all, porn is no different than a digital opiate and an
Absolutely.
addiction. I mean, we've seen states that have made it harder to access, and porn rates have gone down.
Yeah.
Men, if you are consuming OnlyFans, it is no different than you going out with a prostitute every night. The only difference is that you guys get to hide behind some screen. You are contributing to the dehumanization and delegitimization of millions of young women
You're
that are nothing
supplying the
more.
demand.
You are supplying the demand of the new online sex trade, and you need to stop doing it and repent in front of God for contributing to this awful cancer of selling your body for cash online.
Amen. Hi, Charlie.
Damn. Oh shit. One of the comments says she never stopped. Right here. I don't know this lady. Nala Ray. Might have to look her up later. But hopefully she did stop. But damn, bro, he cooked, bro. He cooked. Oh, bro, what? So my like my similarity to what he said would be like what I just mentioned a couple minutes ago, which is having sex with women that aren't my wife because I'm not married, etc. Whatever. Now, talking about people who are addicted to like porn and stuff, I will say this though. I know, actually, let me get serious because it's not something I want to like clown anyone for, but I do know people that are addicted to that stuff, and they struggle. And I don't look, so to keep it real, right? I understand I understand the struggle because just the same way I get dopamine release in my brain and instant gratification, it feels good pleasure off of like linking up with someone and whatever. I understand why someone who is addicted to porn is feeling all those same things. Just in, obviously, in my opinion, doing it like watching your phone, I'm very masculine in the way I think and the way I do things, and I don't think that it's very masculine to actually, I think it's not masculine at all to jerk off and to watch porn because you could go out and get the real thing, right? And conquer it and stuff like that. Now I understand. Look, I get it's wrong. I get it's wrong. So none of this is me trying to say like I'm not trying to say that what I believe and how I think is right. All I'm saying is this is just my reality right now. I understand why people watch it, but at the same time, people who watch it that I've noticed, my opinion and my life experiences, I've noticed that people who watch it and are obsessed with it tend to not really be the most attractive, prestige, elite individual, if that makes any sense. Now, hear me out. You don't really, again, there's always outliers, but you don't really ever see someone who's in shape, who goes to like the gym, focuses on their health, on their education, on their occupation, who's making money, who's focused on goals and is hungry for and who's very ambitious and stuff like that. Like you don't see people like that or that are addicted to porn. I haven't. I've seen people like that are addicted to just sex. But I have noticed that the people who kind of like are addicted to that shit are like overweight. They're not there's no drive there. They work some bullshit job. They're broke. They're addicted to drugs too. Like they might smoke weed all day. They're just losers, bro. And obviously, because women aren't really attracted to that, you might find one or two that'll be attracted to them somehow, but they don't have options. And because they have lack of options, they jack off all the time and they feel the thing that they're lacking by just doing that all the time. I get the thing that I'm lacking by doing the real thing, and that's still bad. They're both bad, but I understand because I do it too. So we live two different versions, is what I'm saying. I'm a slave to just doing the act. You're a slave of pretending to do it, but still kind of the outcome is the same. We both end up at the same outcome. It's just yours is a pixel related. And I couldn't do that shit.
I was raped by my father, and I chose not to have an abortion, and this is what came out of it.
What the fuck?
I'm very sorry that happened to you. That is incest and rape. And tell us your little one's name.
This is Jonah.
And Jonah's a miracle from God.
He is.
But it was a terrible thing that happened to you. What is your message to people that say babies conceived in rape are not human beings?
They are absolutely human beings. They are made individually by God, and they can do some very important things. I believe that he'll grow up and he'll help people, and based on all of our experiences, we can try and keep them from doing the same thing that their parents did.
Praise God. Jonah is alive because of your courage. And you
Holy
turned something evil
fuck.
into something good. So God bless you. And
Bro, this is why I need to get right with God and I need to work harder on this, because if I had a daughter, oh, well, no, never mind, because the father did that to. What I'm trying to say is if well, this one's an odd situation because the father fucking did it. But what I was trying to say is if my daughter got like raped, um, I know that my first reaction instinctively right now would be fuck that. We're gonna get an abortion because because it was an evil way of how it was just all bad, bro. And I don't want my daughter to be reminded every day. But then you have this woman here who got raped by her dad, bro. and she kept it, and then the kid is healthy, alive, and thriving, and the kid has no fault in this. Like, this is, bro, there's a moral war zone when it comes to shit like this, bro. And I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I'm not there yet. I need to pray.
I am a man and you are a man, and
Well,
you will look me in the eye like a man.
I can see that you're a struggling individual.
I don't like your t-shirt. I'm an immigrant. I don't understand why you would want to deport some of my friends and family who have been working hard in this country.
You are king, and you find out that there are 30 million uninvited people in your country. What do you do with them?
I try to find the most humane way of sending them back to our country. But first of all, I want to say
that's what we're doing.
Wait,
That's what we're doing. Come up to the mic. And
All right, that dude is retarded. Coming from a Latino myself, I hate when people like him say, our people are victims. Why are we treating our people this way? They deserve a chance, an opportunity, etc. Like, they do. Everyone does. But you have to earn it, and you have to obtain that opportunity the right way. You can't just skip the line and cross the border and then be upset when they catch you and send your stupid dumbass back to wherever you're from. And it doesn't even have to be a Latino. It could be someone from China. It could be someone from India. It could be someone from someone that's not from the United States, bro. If you here and you get caught and you're not a citizen, you have nothing, no papers, no anything, you're gonna get sent back, bro. What? It blows my mind when people and the people who do this the most is Latinos. Unfortunately, my people, you guys are just the most concerning when it comes to this argument, this debate. Stop it. There are people that look like you, that look like me, who are doing it the right way, that are being patient, investing their money, waiting, and getting in the right way. And then when they get here, they're contributing to society. They're not a menace. And that's how we should rock. Like, that's how we should move. We should rock with those people. But then you have other people that's just like, let me skip the line because I'm in dire need. Like, bro, the whole world is in dire need. You're not the only one. Yeah, I'm blessed to be in the position that I am, where I got a roof over my head. I have food on the table. I have clothes on my back, etc. And I get that. But life isn't fair. You make the most out of life. And then after that, you just leave it all up to God.
You know what carbon dioxide is?
Yes. You want to see it?
Okay, you can't see it. It's a chemical property.
Oh, you want to hear it?
You can't hear it either.
You just did.
You cannot. No, you can't. You're hearing my voice. You're hearing the frequency of my voice. Like, okay, so you are you married?
All right,
Yes,
I think I'm gonna cut it.
children.
Hold on.
Why is it that a lot of the times people with uterus
Oh my God.
Can you give your GPA to her because she's a woman of color, please?
Oh, well, you want me to give you a? Well, I mean, I can.
Would you be willing to do that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You be go. You cool with that?
Yeah,
So,
I'm fine. Wait, you mean
I want you.
like tell her or like
No,
give it to her?
by force.
Like
So
we're swapping
So
it.
let me tell you what I'm going to
Okay.
do. By force, white man.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to take your GPA. I'm going to give it to a woman of color.
Okay.
You're cool with that?
I mean, yeah, I can just work back up. Like,
No, there's no working
Hey,
back
bro,
up.
I can pull myself up by my bootstraps.
No,
What
there's
do you
no
mean?
working back up.
What do you mean you can't work back
you're
up? That's
only-
the whole point of conservatism,
I'm
isn't it?
going to keep on taking it from you because that's equity, and you're cool with that.
What? But that's not
This is equity in practice.
Equity isn't taking. Equity is applying the equal standard.
If you give, how do you get? You must take, and then you give.
Wait, what do you mean?
That which is given must first be taken.
What's being taken?
Well, in this case, grades from you to grades
But
to her.
no one's taking my grades though. That's not what affirmative
It's
action
called.
is.
Hold on a
No
second.
one takes your grades.
Hold on a second. If you only have so many, positions at University of South Florida to come in, right? There's a set number. Let's say it's 20,000 people, okay? And we're gonna say we're gonna lower the test standards so that somebody that's a woman of color can come in, and therefore it's harder for you. So it's a higher bar for you, lower bar for them. Definitionally, that's a redistribution of test scores to somebody else. Can you give your GPA?
Bro, this dude was so smart, and I hate that he's dead, bro. Fuck, man. I mean, this is true. I'm not giving you shit. I don't give a fuck. We all have to work hard for our shit. And this is a competitive world, you must be the best of the best to get whatever you want. So if I outwork you, then you got outworked. You shouldn't get a certain job. You shouldn't be allowed in a certain school. You shouldn't get, bro, nothing should be handed to you just because of diversity or whatever the fuck agenda they're pushing. I don't give a fuck if they want 10 Latinos, 10 white people, 10 black people, and totaling 30 in this class. No, it's 30 best like applicants should get in. It doesn't matter. Bro, they could be all Latino, all black, all white. If all of the ones that got selected did the best on the application, whether it's submitting GPA, letters of recommendation, extra curricular activities, and their lineup for their application was just so excellent and they got chosen, and then 29 more followed after that with excellent applications, then they deserve to be in wherever the fuck school or job or whatever. Like, that's how this shit should work, bro. It should be a number, not a race, not a name, not anything else, bro. It should just be a number. Oh, this dude hit 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Now those are the only 3 10 out of 10s. Now there's a 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, etc. So we'll pick them. But look at this 2 out of 10, but they're brown. Let's slide them in there. Like, no, bro, fuck that. Fuck.
Why is it that a lot of the times people with
Fuck up.
uteruses?
All right, that's it for this video, fellas. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, share this video, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook, all that good shit. All that shit's on my channel page description thing. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna